I'm Tristan Winder in the News 2 streaming studio with the Morning Pulse here on this Monday, February 10th. Our top story today, a vehicle crashes into a store at District 177 in North Platte over the past weekend. The accident happening around 11:46 p.m. on Saturday. According to the North Platte Police Department, the Volvo with an automatic start-stop feature was not in gear when it was parked in front of the building. The driver accidentally stepped on the power pedal, causing the vehicle to propel into the storefront. The driver was not injured and no citations were given. The store manager says that about 100 pair of shoes were damaged in this process, as well as some structural damage to the building. The store is expected to be closed for at least a week due to repairs. Also, over the past weekend in the North Platte region, crews are still cleaning up debris this morning from a wreckage of 2 train derailments. The first incident occurring around 10:30 a.m. Sunday in North Platte, when, according to the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, 25 grain cars carrying corn derailed near the North Platte Airport. This was on North Platte Airport Road and Highway 30. This did close 3 Union Pacific tracks at the intersection, and officials expect it to be closed for several days. According to a Union Pacific spokesperson, no one was injured and hazmat teams were not deployed. The North Platte Fire Department, Union Pacific Railroad, Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, North Platte Police Department, and the Nebraska Department of Transportation all responding. Stick with News 2 for updates and developments on this Sunday train derailment in North Platte. Sticking with train derailment news, but going out to the Nebraska Panhandle, crews are picking up the pieces after another train derailment, this one occurring west of Dix on Highway 30. According to the Kimball County Sheriff's Office, the train derailed and caught fire around 6:50 a.m. In this photo, you can see smoke and flames in several of the train cars off of the tracks. It's not yet clear what caused this derailment or if there were any injuries. But again, stick with News 2 for updates and developments. In Capital City news, the 109th Nebraska legislative session continuing this week. 2 opposing bills making it out of committee last week regarding daylight savings time. Senator Megan Hunt's bill proposes the spring forward permanently, while Senator Dave Merman's fall back permanently. So spring forward would be enacted permanently in Senator Megan Hunt's bill, whereas the opposite would be in Senator Dave Merman's bill. However, even if one of the bills fails to pass, it would not go into effect, or if one of the bills does pass, rather, it would not go into effect until at least other states adopt similar laws. For more on both those bills, you can head over to our website, knopnews2.com. Sticking in the Nebraska legislature, a bill in the legislature that would require minors to get parental consent before creating a social media account is being discussed. LB 383, introduced by Senator Tanya Storer at the request of Governor Pillen, would create the Parental Rights and Social Media Act, which would take effect January 1st, 2026. The bill would require social media companies operating in Nebraska to utilize reasonable age verification processes. This would ensure anyone creating an account on their platform is at least 18 years of age. Individuals younger than 18 still could obtain an account if their parent or guardian was also subject to age verification, submits a signed document confirming their consent. It would also require companies to provide methods for parents to monitor a minor's account activity. The Nebraska Attorney General would be responsible for enforcing the act, which allows for penalties of up to $2,500 for each violation. No action's been taken yet on the bill that, again, has been introduced by Greater Nebraska Senator Tanya Storer at the request of Governor Pillen. And if your office is a little more quiet today, you're not alone. USA Today reporting that a new Harris poll found that more than 22.5 million people across the U.S. plan to miss work today on the heels of yesterday's Super Bowl. That's up 40% from a year ago, but researchers also found that only 2% said they plan to call in sick, while another 2% said that they plan to ghost their employer and just not show up. The poll estimates that nearly 13 million will take off with a pre-approved day, which obviously is the proper way to go about things. 4.8 million will swap shifts with a coworker so they don't have to work on Monday, which I guess that'll also be acceptable as well. Not much of a big game yesterday. Decent commercials, though, but yeah, sorry, Chiefs fans, and I don't know. For NFL fans, it just wasn't much of a tightly contested match, but I'm sure there's no complaints about that in the city of brotherly love. Rounding out the Morning Pulse here on this Monday, February 10th, with a check of the 7-day forecast. Not too bad today. Doesn't feel too bad outside, but you can see we do have a chance of snow in the forecast for today, tomorrow. Still can't rule it out when we get to Wednesday with some cooler temperatures to begin this work week as well.